Hi, I'm Leslie McDonald. Welcome to Soko Sewing and Patchwork. This is my store. I've owned it for 21 years and I have a great team behind me. We have a full store and as you can see it's big. We have patchwork fabric, we have dress fabric, and wow, look at the range of sewing machines. And that's why you come to Soko, because we can show you every brand of machine and suit a machine to you. This is our fabric section. We have over 9,000 bolts of fabric in the store. We specialise in patchwork, 100% cotton fabric. We specialise in backings. We have heaps of backings of fabrics. And Jillian's over there. Why won't you come over and explain all the range of fabrics that we have in the store? I get tongue-tied because we have so many.
We do.
So, what have we got in the store as fabrics?
So fabrics for sewing. We start with our little kiddies. So PJs materials
That's
at this time
right.
of the year is really important. So we have a small range of flannel, but an important range because we have our kiddies sewing as well.
Yes.
Then we go through to our beautiful minkies.
I know, we can't stop feeling this, can we?
It's a lovely range, and we have them not only for kiddies but also for adults. So
Yes.
a lot of the men like to have minky quilts on them in winter at night, so that's really good. We can help you with that. But some of the things that I really love is our real sewing quality fabrics at a reasonable price. And so things like we do our summer ranges, so the light voiles, all the way through to our stretch fabric.
Yes.
And then when we go to our lovely gown materials that we have, so we have a lot of sequined type stretch fabrics as well. So what we can offer is the ability to sell the fabric, as well as to then the overlockers that will help them to make that garment really well.
And of course we do the lessons. We have a wonderful teacher, Jo, who teaches basic sewing and further advanced sewing as well.
So there's lots of people here to help to sell that fabric and to get you the right fabric that you need.
Yep. And tell us about the patchwork fabric.
Oh, well, we've got walls and walls of patchwork fabric.
Yes, we seem to be getting more and more, don't we?
Okay, so for me, our backing ranges has become quite extensive.
It has.
We've now moved to the modern backing fabrics as well. So we have these lovely designed, more open design.
And the geometrical ones and white, yes.
Yeah, so that will be of a big interest with the way the world's now gone to more modern quilting.
I love the batiks that we have.
Batiks are always a goer because they have the change of colour in the fabric, which allows people to mix and match that with their quilt top.
And it blends with any colour on the quilt top. The dress range is amazing, isn't it? Yes. We keep on going and going and going and getting more, don't we?
Yes.
Some lovely linens here, and then we've got lovely stretch fabric.
Yes.
And a lot of the ranges that we get are designer ranges that we buy from. The dress range is amazing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We have all the linens here, and then we have the stretch fabric, a lot of beautiful stretch fabric, and a lot of the fabrics that we get are designer fabrics, aren't they? Then that's what people love, is to buy something different and to buy something that they've seen in the shop so they can make the same garment.
Yeah.
And that's why we have classes and to help that as well. And our lovely young ones that we have on the floor as well, they sew all of their clothes with this fabric too. And I do when I get time as well. And you.
Time. Yes, yes. Time's a good one, but when we have such lovely fabric, you get the encouragement to actually want to achieve and finish it.
You do. The fabric is just gorgeous, and it just keeps on growing. We keep on seeing more and more. We have a huge range of haberdashery as well. We specialise in bag handles, as you can see, and all the accessories for bags, bag feet, all of that sort of thing. We have all your bias bindings, your elastic by the metre, all of that sort of thing that you will need and require for your sewing needs. This is our quilting range. We stock a lot of unusual quilting products. We have the full range of creative grid rulers. We stock all of the templates. We stock all of the little templates as well, all your cutting mats, all your rulers, but in particular I go overseas once a year and I get specialised items and accessories for quilters, and it's just amazing. People travel all over. All of the quilting products, a lot of the patterns, a lot of the different rulers that other people don't stock, I go over there and source what's in and what's exciting at the moment. So that's exciting for our customers as well. And our quilting wall is quite extensive. Once a year I go to Houston and I bring back a huge range of quilting products and gadgets. Gadgets are just amazing. I love gadgets and our customers love. They wait for me to come back from Houston to actually see what I've brought back. And this is our technical department, and I'd like to introduce Gareth
Hello.
and Mark. And this is where it all happens. And it's lovely to have a technical department to back up our sales team as well. So Gareth, what are you working on now?
This is a Bonina 830.
Yep. And what I love about our techs is they take all the covers off every machine. So it's not necessarily the expensive machines, it's every machine. The covers come off. There's a lot of machines in the workshop at the moment that they're working on, and the covers come off. So Gareth, tell me, Gareth has 19 years experience, come from the UK, very trained, first job, wasn't it, from school?
Yep.
Yep. And what do you like about being a technician?
Just the challenge. Every day's different. It's a good challenge in life, and when you get a good response from customers, it's a nice achievement at the end of the day.
We have some great comments, don't we? Tell us about the Bonina lady that you had a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we had a lady who had a old Bonina 830 record, who had it since she was 18 or 21. It was a birthday present, and we went to town on it for sort of a day's work, and when she got it back, she actually was so happy with it, she sent us an email explaining that she had a bit of a tearful memory because it had taken her back to the day she got it for her first day.
So it was sewing just like a brand new machine. And that machine was around 40 years old, wasn't it?
About 45 years.
Isn't that amazing? And that's what we all get, a sense of achievement, isn't it?
Mm.
And this is a Sapphire that you're working on, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and are you going to do the upgrades as well on this machine?
This machine's 6 years old, never been in for a service. And
Oh,
never
my
had
goodness.
Any of the upgrades fitted. The lady's been having some real problems with it. So fitting the upgrades should solve all them.
Oh, excellent. And that's what I like about SOCO. The guys do the upgrades when they do the service. And it's really important, isn't it, Mark, to do upgrades?
Oh, it's very important, yeah. The manufacturer brings them out for a reason to rectify
And if there's
problems.
a little glitch in the machine or something like that, it's like Windows and all the computers,
Yes,
isn't it?
yeah.
It's
You can't get it
exactly
right
the
first time.
same.
Yeah.
Yep. This is our SOCO team. And between us, we've got 200 years of sewing experience, sewing and quilting. All of us do different types of sewing. So, Leah, you make your own clothes and you own a sewing machine. You bought your sewing machine before you started here working as a sales assistant.
That's right, yeah.
So, tell us what you like about selling sewing machines.
I really like sitting down with the ladies and talking to them and finding out what they like to sew.
Yep.
And then finding a machine that suits them best, and then seeing them afterwards as once they've done
Great,
sewing.
isn't it? Yes,
It is.
and that sense of achievement.
It is.
And we actually sell here, we don't sell boxes. We actually do an interview and see what sort of sewing the customer wants and marry up the sewing machine to them. And Gillian, we sell every brand, don't we?
All brands. So we start with Pfaff and Husqvarna, and we've got Bonina, Janome,
Brother, Baby
and
Lock.
Baby Lock. It goes on and on and on. That's
And
such
Elna
excitement.
and Singer. Yeah, so there's lots and lots of brands. And Chris, you're in the quilting at the moment, aren't you?
I am.
So we're going to get to you later with all our big quilting machines. And Kathy is just a new member and a very valuable member of our team. So Kathy, what do you like about working at SOCO and
love it.
selling machines?
Well, I love selling machines because everybody has different requirements, and it's I love matching up, like you said, marrying the
Yes,
person
that's
with
so
the correct,
important.
because every machine offers a different feature which is specific for a different function. So
That's
that's
right.
important. And you need a machine that will allow you to grow. You don't just want a basic machine, you want something that's going to let you walk through a door and let you grow into whatever way you choose to flow.
I couldn't have said it better. Thank you. This is Susan. Susan's our quilting teacher and has been with SOCO Sewing and Patchwork for 15 years. What are you doing here, Susan? You're picking...
We're looking for some fabrics to turn these embroideries
Aren't they
into a
beautiful?
quilt.
Yes.
So it's got that seaside theme, so we're trying to pick up the bright colours and sea themes.
And the theme, yes. And why do you love teaching?
I just love the ladies, seeing them grow from coming in, just learning how to quilt and then going on and
Achieving a lot
doing-
more. Yes,
yeah.
yes. And you do from basic beginners quilting, and that's a 6-week course.
Yes.
And they don't even know anything about that at first, do they?
No.
No. And you get them to create a full quilt,
Yes.
and they walk out with it finished in 6 weeks.
That's right.
It's
yes.
excellent. And we have so many wonderful comments about your quilting techniques and your passion about quilting. So thank you very much, Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Over the past 15 years of being a teacher here, I've met lots of ladies.
Yes.
And they all become like family and friends. I've made some really good friends.
You make a birthday cake for them in class, don't
That's
you?
right. We do
Yes.
celebrate birthdays with cakes. We eat lots of cakes. And also, they've made friends together too.
Oh, that's the
And
lovely part of SoCo, isn't it? Is the friendship of
That's
our customers making together.
That's right.
Yes, yep. And tell us about your biggest achievement with any particular student.
Muriel would have to be
Oh.
my biggest. She came when she was about 81. She couldn't play tennis anymore, so her family gave her some lessons as a gift. And
That's
a new
right,
machine.
yes.
And she came for about 12 years, and she died when she was 92. So the last 6 months she didn't come very often.
But it just
But
was,
she
when
loved
she
it.
walked through the door, you could see in her face, this is her happy place, wasn't it?
That's right.
She absolutely loved it, yes.
Her and her husband, he used to drop her off and sit and wait for her and
Yes,
pick her up.
yes.
So, yes, Muriel would have to be.
So you're never too old
Old,
or
no.
too young to learn quilting.
And I do have a 13-year-old girl
That's
on a
right.
Wednesday evening.
Yes.
And
She's
she
so
just
passionate,
loves it.
isn't she?
She is,
She goes
yeah.
and buys so much fabric and tells her mum, I want this and I want that and I'm going to make this quilt.
She's got her next 6 projects planned. She gets on well with all the older ladies.
Yes.
And she just loves it. She's
Yeah.
really enjoying patchwork.
Yes, no, thank you very much, Susan.
This is one of our quilting machines. This is the Infinity 26 with a Pro Stitcher on top. So we actually have it set as an automated quilter or robotic quilter, so to speak.
So this is what people would buy if they want to start a quilting business.
If they
One of
want,
the-
or
yes.
if they're doing a lot of charity quilts, or they're just a passionate quilter that
Yes,
do
we
a
have
lot
lots
tops,
of ladies
but
that have
just
a
never
lot of
get them
tops.
quilted.
That's exactly right.
And we go right from this down to a sit-down model, 16-inch or 20-inch Benina. So we have a really good variety
Yes.
of quilting machines.
And we go and set it up in their home, don't we?
We do.
You go with the machine.
I do go with the machine, not permanently. My husband would not like that, but yes, I do.
And that's a lovely service. And I think, no, you come back after you set up the machine, but you're always on phone for help,
I am.
aren't you?
And
Yes.
I do work a 10-day fortnight.
Yes. So this is where SoCo Sewing and Patchwork, if you need a quilting machine for a business or for pleasure, come to SoCo Sewing and Patchwork and talk to us. And the technology that has happened in the sewing machine industry is amazing, even in the time that I have been selling sewing machines. We now have iPads with embroidery machines, sewing machines, quilting machines, and anybody can sew. It's not only doing a hem of pants these days, they can embellish clothes, they can do felting, they can do quilting. Come in and see our range. This is SoCo Sewing and Patchwork. I've told you all about it, you've met the team. Why don't you come down and be part of the SoCo family?